What's up, everybody? What's going on? I hope you're having a good weekend. This is a new countdown show, Top 10 Countdown. Probably could have made a top 20, but I just decided to do a top 10. This is a countdown top 10 most embarrassing moments in wrestling. There's been a lot of them, but here are just a few that I've not covered on other shows that I've done, like the biggest fails in WCW Part 1 and 2, biggest fails in WWF, WWE Part 1 and 2. Check those out in the Countdown playlist. So, here we go, number 10. This was damn funny. Makes me laugh every time I see it or watch it. But it was damn embarrassing. Number 10 is from Clash of Champions. Clash of Champions 18. WCW Clash of Champions 18, January 92. Fabulous Freebirds. Michael Hayes, Jimmy Garvin. They're way past their prime, by the way, and shouldn't have been wrestling as a team anymore. It was ridiculous. They still had drawing power, but I didn't care to see them in the ring. Fabulous Freebirds come out, make their entrance, and put on a concert. It was just embarrassing. They put on a concert, their new entrance theme. It was embarrassing. They were just lip-syncing. It was embarrassing as hell. And they were dressed up in these like tuxedo vests, bow ties. They were dressed like two gay bikers from the 1970s. It was ridiculous. First off, their gear and their look was ridiculous. The new Freebirds, it was ridiculous how they looked. I mean, it was just, it was so bad. It was so damn bad you have to laugh about it. If you watch this, if you watch the Freebirds at Clash of Champions 18, they try to do a concert of their new theme song and they're singing it. I don't remember the words, but it was just so stupid. And it was so bad. The crowd was dead. Then they run up into the crowd and they have these little, I don't know what they were. They were holding these little sticks, like canes. And they're in the crowd up on the stairs going like this with their canes. It was pathetic. And it was damn embarrassing. Their theme song, some of it's like, we're the Freebirds and what's your excuse? It was embarrassing. That's number 10. Freebirds' entrance at Clash of Champions 18, really embarrassing and just bad. That was bad. Number 9. From TNA. When they were called TNA. I don't know what year this was. I don't really care. I think it was 2008 or 7. From a TNA pay-per-view, I didn't get the name of the TNA pay-per-view. Who cares? Just type in these two names and you can find out the name of the pay-per-view. Number 9 is, she was on Survivor. Jenna, I forget her last name. Jenna Moscow or something. I don't remember her name and I don't care. Jenna taking on Booker T's wife, Sharmell, on pay-per-view. TNA Impact Wrestling. What the fuck were you thinking? Putting this match on a pay-per-view, it was damn embarrassing. The match sucked. Now, I'm not blaming Sharmell, and I'm not going to blame the other woman, Jenna. Why was she even brought in? To work one match? Stupid as fuck. Whoever booked that, let me think. Probably Vince Russo. Bro, that was dumb as fuck. And you're a dumb fucking idiot. And you're probably the worst booker of all time. So, Jenna versus Sharmell on a TNA pay-per-view, it was god-awful. I'm sure you could look it up and find the match on YouTube. Probably the worst women's match in history. Number 8. Number 8, most embarrassing moment in wrestling, Vince Russo in WCW and Vince Russo in TNA. Doing what he did as a head writer. He fucked WCW and he fucked TNA. He did some stupid shit. Mostly, really, he was really bad and really embarrassing in WCW. Let's have a Viagra on a pole match. Let's have a Judy Bagwell on a forklift match. Let's have a Pinata on a pole match for the Mexican luchador cruiserweights. Are you fucking kidding me, you dumb idiot? Now, maybe this was Ed Ferrara. Booked a lot of this stuff with Russo. They're both dumb fucks, in my opinion. And they're both embarrassments. So number 8 is most embarrassing moments in wrestling, Vince Russo in WCW and Russo in TNA. Number 7, most embarrassing moment in wrestling, I believe this was on one of my other countdowns, but who cares. Number 7 is David Arquette as a WCW World Champion. That was fucking embarrassing. Nothing against David Arquette. I actually like the guy. Seems like a pretty cool guy. I heard him be interviewed mostly on Howard Stern show, and the guy's a good guy. And I believe David Arquette is still a big wrestling fan. Number 7, David Arquette becoming the WCW champion. Fuck you, Vince Russo, for doing that. Bro, that was an embarrassing moment in wrestling. Number 6, this is WWE now. Because they've done some dumb, embarrassing shit too. Number 6, Daniel Bryan, WrestleMania 28. Loses to Sheamus, loses the World Heavyweight Championship in 9 seconds. Giving AJ Lee a kiss on the apron. Kiss of death. Turns around, gets bro kicked. 1, 2, 3. Sheamus wins the World Heavyweight Championship in the opening match at WrestleMania 28. Daniel Bryan was getting fucking over here. Look at the crowd. They were holding up a ton of signs. They were going like this. Holding up a ton of signs with yes on it. They brought their own yes signs. I know Daniel Bryan was a heel, but the guy was getting over big time. That was damn embarrassing. Daniel Bryan, WrestleMania 28, loses in 9 seconds. Number 5. I believe I put this on another countdown. Number 5, Jay Leno. In a match, 1998 at Road Wild, WCW's August 98 pay-per-view, Jay Leno in a wrestling match. Now, I had no problem with Jay Leno being involved in a storyline with Bischoff and Hollywood Hogan, but the guy should never got in the ring and wrestled. That was embarrassing. Number 4, back to the WWE. I'm a WWE guy for life, but they've done a lot of embarrassing stuff also. Number 4, Roman Reigns for 4 straight WrestleMania main events. 4 years in a row, they had to push Roman and put him in 4 straight WrestleMania fucking main events. Dumb, dumb, dumb Vince McMahon. Look, I have a ton of love for Vince and what he's done for wrestling. But I don't know if it's Triple H and Vince or the company and Vince are behind Roman as the guy, the next top babyface for the next 10, 15 years. No. It has not worked. It's not going to work. So stop fucking trying. Number 4, Roman Reigns. 4 straight WrestleMania main events. That is fucking embarrassing. He's not John Cena, and he'll never be John Cena. He'll never be as good as John Cena was. Or he can never do what John Cena did for the company. He's just, first off, he's boring as hell. Because you won't turn him heel So he's just getting more boring and boring and boring. At least Cena had way more personality, way more charisma than Roman will ever have. Man, I could rant about Roman for hours, but I'm not going to do that. It is just... I mean, listen to that promo he cut. Monday night, he cut that promo on Samoa Joe and said, bring your fat, lazy ass down here, or whatever he said about Joe. Something about Joe's a fat, lazy ass. Well, that promo, Roman, was one of the worst. I guess you're still a damn babyface, but you're booed out of every arena you go to. Unless it's in some hick southern town, then you might be cheered. I hope Roman gets booed like crazy in Saudi Arabia. I hope he really gets booed out of the stadium. That'd be great, and that'd be funny as hell. But, whatever. I know Roman's going to win the title from Brock in the cage in Saudi Arabia. He shouldn't, but he's gonna. I'm still going to predict Brock, because I predicted Brock would retain at WrestleMania, and he did. So stop. Roman's promo from 5-6 days ago was pathetic. The guy had no energy, no enthusiasm, was talking slow as hell, like he didn't care. Like he just woke up from a fucking nap. It was pathetic. And it was embarrassing, his promo. Roman, you're not the guy. WWE, Vince, nobody's watching this from the WWE, but Roman's not the guy to me and to probably 90% of other fans. Number 3, WWE again. Number 3, WrestleMania 34, Nicholas. 10-year-old kid becomes a Raw Tag Team Champion with Braun Strowman. Embarrassing. Really embarrassing. At the time when I was watching it live, I was laughing about it. And I thought, are you fucking kidding me? This is really happening. Braun's going to really win the tag titles with a 10-year-old kid. It was damn embarrassing, and I understand Nicholas. It's not the kid's fault. Nicholas, it was reported Nicholas, the 10-year-old kid, is the son of WWE referee John Cone, or John Kuhn, whatever the guy's name is. So now, Nicholas, his whole life, the rest of his life in school, he can tell all his friends and every kid, I was a Raw Tag Team Champion at WrestleMania 34 when I was 10 years old. Good for you, Nicholas, but it was embarrassing to me. Number 2. I believe I brought this up in another past countdown. Number 2 is Katie Vick. The entire Katie Vick storyline angle was god awful. Worst angle in the history of pro wrestling. Katie Vick was, I'm talking about Triple H climbing in the casket, doing what he did. That is the absolute most embarrassing wrestling angle and storyline segment that has ever been on a wrestling program, ever, in history, in my opinion. Number 2, Katie Vick. Number 1, and it didn't get heat on Triple H, the Katie Vick thing. They thought it was going to get more heat on Triple H and get the fans really behind Kane. Well, what did you do to Kane? You got him lose to Triple H. At No Mercy 2002, why the fuck did he lose? He should have won. After all that crap we had to see on Raw, Triple H in a casket dressed and the Kane mask on. Well, I don't understand why Kane didn't win. That is just baffling. And I'll never understand it. Didn't get more heat on Triple H. It got more heat on the company, like, from every fan that was watching, like, what the fuck is this? Why am I seeing this? This is fucking disgusting. It's embarrassing. This is a joke. It was so goddamn bad. Made me not want to watch WWE for, like, at least 2-3 weeks. I just couldn't believe they did that. Number one most, top 10, number one most embarrassing moment in wrestling, Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy messed up on either drugs or he was drunk. Jeff Hardy in the main event, TNA pay-per-view. I believe it's a Victory Road. Think 2011. TNA Victory Road 2011, I think. If you know what event, pay-per-view it was, if I was wrong, tell me what event it was in the comments. I apologize if I was wrong. Number one, Jeff Hardy shows up in the main event either high as fuck or intoxicated. Damn embarrassing. This was so bad. Sting, poor Sting, had to end the match really quick. I felt really bad for Sting. I'm sure Sting was pissed. When he went through the curtain to the back, he was probably pissed. I'm surprised Sting didn't quit TNA after that. And this was just sad to watch. Jeff Hardy, great talent. The guy's super over still. In 2018, Jeff Hardy is forgiven and super over with most of the fans. I like Jeff Hardy. I'm a fan of his. I want him to stay clean and be healthy and not go back to drugs or alcohol or get in trouble ever again. Sadly, Jeff Hardy did get a DWI. But hopefully that's in the past and he never gets in trouble again. Anyways, number one, Jeff Hardy versus Sting. He was obviously really messed up on something, and it was damn embarrassing. So this was the countdown. Top 10 most embarrassing moments in wrestling. What were your top 5 or 10? As you watching as a fan, what did you think were the top 5 or 10 most embarrassing moments in wrestling? Any company. ECW, even though I didn't list ECW. Because everything they did, I wasn't offended by it. Yeah, they put the Sandman on the cross. Raven crucified him. Didn't offend me. I'm not a Christian, so I didn't get offended by that. And other things ECW did they go too far a lot of times? Yes. But I wasn't offended by anything ECW ever did. This top 10 was just WCW and WWE. Just some of the dumb shit, embarrassing stuff they've done. To just like tell the fans, we don't care about you, we're going to insult your intelligence. To me, ECW never did that to me. They never insulted my intelligence. And, yeah. Number 3, I put Nicholas, the 10-year-old kid, on this countdown. Maybe he doesn't deserve it. It wasn't his fault. But it was embarrassing in my opinion. Hope you enjoyed this new countdown. Top 10 most embarrassing moments in wrestling. Have a great weekend, everybody. Bye for now.